Hey, how's everybody doing? It's dyclif here, and welcome to Game 4? Yeah, Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals in NBA 2K12 between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. And this series has came to an end, and the Oklahoma City Thunder will be participating in this year's finals. But on the other hand, the Spurs are up 2-1 heading into this game. And it should be interesting to see how this plays out and see how my series finishes out. So basically, if you're confused at all by the title between ECF and WCF, basically I'm combining both games into one video. That way I can save time and you can sort of get the best of both worlds and watch both in one video as well. So the first half of this video is the Western Conference and the second half of this video is the Eastern Conference. If you want to fiddle around and try to go to, if you want to see the Eastern Conference, you can skip ahead. If you want to just see both, whatever. And if you just want to watch the Western Conference, then go about halfway through. So I mean, I guess it appeals to everyone. So anyways, this series is 100% done. The Thunder won the series 4-2. And they had to deal with one of the best performances the Spurs have ever had inside the first half. They were absolutely pouring it on. Steven Jackson putting up 4 out of 4 from 3. He had 12 points at halftime. I think he ended up with like 22, and he shot 6 for 7 because he missed one of the last ones. But Steven Jackson was definitely a key role in the Spurs sort of push to try to push Game 7, and if the Spurs honestly would have won Game 6, then I'm inclined to believe that they would have won Game 7 as well, because they had not lost at home until the Thunder beat them, instead of, I believe it was Game 5 that they went back home and sort of gave it up. So, I mean, what can you do about that? But anyways, the Thunder's effort to pull back through and get back into this game after being down by 18 points was absolutely incredible. Kevin Durant just taking over, and the Thunder's defense really helped them out inside the second half, especially inside the fourth quarter, to keep them closed off. The Spurs actually had a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, and I mean, the Thunder just played spectacular defense in the second half. I believe they did not score over 20 points in either quarter, or they might have scored 20 into the third, because from 6, well, no, barely not. So that's amazing defense on one of the best offensive teams in the Western Conference, besides the Thunder. So anyways, in game right now, the Thunder going up by 12 extremely late with 7 minutes to go. Spurs trying to answer right back, though, with a 3 of their own. Going Tim Duncan's at the high post. He for some reason crossing over, and for some reason dribbling up top. But he gives it up to Tony Parker, who's going to shoot a fadeaway. Well, actually, no, he's not. He's going to pass it off to Kawhi Leonard, and he's going to make it, maybe? I don't know. The thing's moving too quick for me, so I don't know. Anyways, the Spurs are making a vicious comeback in-game. And they call goaltending on that. I don't believe it. You can go back and look at it if you want to. But the goaltending calls this year in NBA 2K12 are absolutely horrific. I just don't know what to say. But all of a sudden, the Spurs are within 2 after being down as many as 14 this game. It's sort of an opposite story of what was told inside of Game 6 between these two in real life. So, anyways, Spurs getting to the line as DeJuan Blair goes up and brings the Thunder down on the Thunder. So, very interesting there. I think he would miss the free throw. James Harden going coast to coast, and that's basically all she wrote. Up 3, the Spurs trying their best to answer back. They don't have a lot of time. Jackson to Parker. Parker's going to put it in, and they have to foul the possession after that. James Harden at the free throw line. The Thunder had been missing from the line quite a bit, and he misses his first, steps up to the line. He knows he's one of the best free throw shooters in the league. Calmly steps up to the line and knocks one down. So the Spurs need to tie this game or win it. Who are they going to go to? Manu Ginobili at the top of the key. Let's see what he can do. He gets a screen from Blair, just steps back, trying to create some space from James Harden. Gets another screen, sees the opportunity, and hits on an amazing three to have the Spurs come back. And last chance for the Thunder, no cigar. And the Spurs complete a mystical comeback. But now on to the Eastern Conference Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. It is also Game 4, and let's get right into this. The Celtics with one of the most spectacular road wins of the playoffs so far, and that was honestly one of the best games that I could see happening. You know, I mean, it was very intense, and also there was this extremely funny moment at the end where a little kid was saying, "Good job, good effort," and it was one of the most funniest things in the world. So I figured I didn't know if that was going to be on SportsCenter or not, or, you know, Sports Nation or Around the Horn or Pardon the Interruption, whatever type of sports show there is. You know, I was laughing at it. I was like, huh, am I the only one that's seeing this right now? I guess not. I guess it's already widespread. But I just thought that'd be funny. If you want to search it on YouTube, just type in Miami Heat kid, good job, good effort, and it should come up, and you should be able to watch it immediately. Because that's just how YouTube is these days. But the Boston Celtics playing as a cohesive unit lately, and they're en route to try to go to the finals to meet with the Oklahoma City Thunder, which that is probably the weirdest combination I could imagine. I mean, if you said that the Thunder and the Celtics would play each other into the finals, I mean, that's just so weird. And I know it's not 100% yet because the Celtics still have to close out the series, but I'm just saying if all goes as planned, then the Celtics will be playing the Thunder. And, you know, that's sort of weird. And it's sort of weird how the Celtics and the Thunder both sort of corresponded off each other. The first 2 games went to the Heat and the Spurs. Then the next 3 go to the Thunder and the Celtics. And then, obviously, you know that the Thunder won 4 straight. And the Celtics now have the opportunity to win 4 straight as well. So I think they're copying each other in what they're doing. I don't understand, because normally, I forgot what it was, but it's a 94-6 chance or a 96-4 chance. It's one of the two. Anyways, these two teams have like a 4% chance of moving on once you're down 2-0. And all of a sudden, they both just catapult past the 2-0 deficit, and now all of a sudden they're looking at the finals between each other. And that is just absolutely crazy to think that they were down 2-0, and now they're looking down the throats of each other. Just, I don't know, it's extremely crazy, and just out of this world. It's not normal. So in game right now, the Miami Heat are it was close. It was within 8, and then the Miami Heat start pulling away, and eventually the lead becomes over 20 at one point. But the Celtics are not giving up, although it might be a little bit too late. The Celtics just trying to put points on the board, trying to get stops, but coming down the floor, Shane Battier just hits a 3, and that's basically the dagger, and that's going to seal the deal on this game, as the Celtics have basically nothing left in the tank. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and as always, have a nice day.